creator, just come behind the mic and state their opinion as to an article or some text messages that were released from Brittany Marsh, I believe her name is, John Fuda's ex, of a long time ago. So basically his son Jaden's mom, who is currently serving time in a halfway house. So anyways, I'm not going to get into everything that she has done in her life. I've said it before, guys. I don't get into people's stuff like that, and I don't feel like we need to judge them for what they have done. But that being said, I was happy to see Adam, use his voice to speak freely about, like, basically standing up for the truth, right? Basically standing up for what's right. When I read those text messages again, I don't know, some people might think that doing that, like those salacious, like rumors and that kind of stuff, is what people want. And I guess to a certain extent, that's what people want, because that's what gets you the followers and the following, and people kind of tune into you because they feel like you have the tea, the disgusting tea, like, the dirty little secret that nobody talks about, right? That's what people tune to these blogs or podcasts, to learn these intricate, intimate details about the housewives or Bravo celebrities. But I just thought that they kind of did cross the line, that podcast again, right? All about the bullying, right? This time I'm not making a mistake. Like, seriously, it does feel a little bit like bullying at this point. Like, I don't think that John Fuda did anything that really, truly deserves that. He just basically was at the reunion, standing up for his wife, behind his wife, and saying that, listen, you dug into my past and my ex's past, and I don't like that. And he had the manila envelope and said, I have the folder, I have connections to. And by the way, guys, I have heard John Fuda say to, is it the Bravos Bro? I can't remember the name of their podcast, but like the two guys that do a podcast together, when he came out and talked after the reunion, he basically said he showed production what was in the envelope, and he doesn't know if production is reserving that time or the evidence for a later time. So whatever he had in that envelope, he shared that with production. So production had a look at it. So for those who like to say that it could have just been a stack of blank paper, I can assure you, if you go back and listen to John Fuda's interview with the Bravo Bros, I think that's the name of their podcast, but you know who I'm talking about. So he said that he showed production what was in the envelope, and there's a possibility that it might come out this season or at a later time. So who knows, right? But I don't think that John did anything wrong last year when he said to Louis, I don't believe you. And if you want to be close to me, or if you want to be in my life, you have to admit to what you did wrong. I don't think that he did anything wrong by doing this, right? And for them to just like give, and by them I'm talking about that podcast, for them to give the platform to Brittany has the right to tell her story. She has the right to say, listen, this is my life, this is what I've done, if she wants to do it, or explain the circumstances around why she lost the custody of her son. But at the same time, I don't think she had to go into those details when it comes to, I don't think he had to go, like they had to go into all of those details with Brittany when it comes to, their intimate life together when they were a couple and all of that stuff. And to me, what that tells me is that Brittany is still some sort of like broken individual who at some point in time broke the law, and it resulted in the breaking of her family, and then she was put on a break. And basically she's coming out guns blazing at John and what he did, I don't know how many years ago. But at the end of the day, I feel like John, whoever he used to be or not be or accused to be when he was young, this is clearly not who he is at the present moment. And he is also the person that is taking care of their child with another woman who has decided that the fact that she did not birth that child would not be a factor in the love and affection that she will show him, right? So I don't know what Brittany is doing, and I don't know if she is realizing that she is hurting her son more by doing what she is doing than helping the situation. And I find it kind of funny for that podcast to give her the platform to do that, especially on the tails of them, putting a post about Lisa Simpson saying that Antonia has never been involved or let reality TV affect her. The next post was like, oh, Lisa Simpson is shading Teresa's girls, right? Well, why are you giving a platform to this woman who is not on the show to say negative personal things about John when clearly the person who's going to suffer the most from these allegations is Jaden? Like, I just don't understand how they don't see the parallel.